This trip we were a little less prepared. We did kind of an impromptu trip to the forest. We decided to actually go camping on Thursday. I floated the idea to Lindsay thinking she would not be interested on such short notice, but she didn't say no, so here we are. Friday night after I got off work, we went ahead and hooked up and dragged this thing to Kelly's Pond Campground. This is a pretty cool place. We've been here several times. You may have seen my video riding with Hank. We have camped here before, but never with our camper. We've done some tent camping here. We've been coming here for a couple of years now. It is a super cool place. There are 85 miles of off-road trails separated into two sections. The east side trails are on the east side of Lake Conroe, and the west side trails are on the west side of Lake Conroe. The campground here, Kelly's Pond Campground, is on the west side of the trails. Really cool place. It's quiet, the camping is free, there's no hookups, obviously, primitive camping. We rolled in last night. I think we had the camper loaded and ready to roll by about 5:30. As usual, the trip takes a little longer with the camper. We had to stop and get gasoline for the machines, put some diesel in the truck. We did that all in one stop. We got here at about 7:15-ish, and it was totally dark. This daylight savings time being over kind of, gets dark pretty early. We cruised around in the dark till we found a good site. We have plenty of flashlights, so it wasn't too bad. We unloaded, unpacked. The kids were already asleep in the truck, so they stayed asleep until we got the camper all set up. Got the machines out, got everything set up. We're gonna hang out here at the campground and see if we can put some dirt on the tires. This is our campsite here. It is pretty cool. Got a lot of space, got the camper in there pretty easy. We shouldn't have any problem when it's time to leave to unload the camper. Right now it's just before 8 o'clock and getting some coffee in. Try to be out on the trails here before too long. Before our ride, we have to put our new OHV stickers on the machines. We've got our machines all warmed up, gassed up, ready to go hit the trail. Got the new stickers on. We're about to head to the trailhead to pay our day use fee, $5 a person. And off we go. For our first ride of the day, we started on Kelly's Pond Trail. Then we jumped on Woodpecker to head towards Big Loop. These trails are multi-use, so you always have to be on the lookout for other users, especially pedestrians and hikers. Some of the trails were pretty wet. turn to the left. Hold on, hold on! What are you doing? Go. Don't run over me. Brandon underestimated this obstacle and paid for it. Then Chloe tried a strange method to get her four-wheeler across. Alexis thought she could just send it. You're all right. At this trailhead, the camera changed riders, and then we continued north on Woodpecker.
I have to go on that side. That's really deep. Okay.
Until we get to Honeymoon and turn it left. Next, we jumped on Honeymoon Trail before coming to this road crossing. Honeymoon Trail had some very wet spots. This would have been right here.
Yeah.
And it kind of crossed there. And you could have avoided that deeper hole by coming through here. But it's all right. Our first ride of the day, we traveled about 8 miles. It took us about 1.5 hours. And we headed back to camp completely covered in mud. When we got back to camp, Grace wanted to take her brother for a ride.
There is a bee. Get the
There's a bee. You're not gonna flip over, baby.
That feels like we are. But I don't want to drive like this. Can you move it?
No, drive. So Brandon and Chloe and I just went on a recon mission to check out the trails. Grandpa Gary wants to go for a ride, but isn't really trying to get all muddy and wet. So we haven't been down Kelly's Pond Trail yet, so we went ahead and went down there to check it out, and it wasn't wet, but on the way back we had a little accident. The tie rod on the four-wheeler broke and nearly tossed Brandon off of it. We did a little quick repair on the trail with some zip ties, and it got us to limp back home. So we're gonna leave that one alone and go for a ride with Grandpa now. Here we go. Grandpa Gary is not a new rider, but he is a notoriously slow rider. He prefers to Cadillac his way down the trails.
Can we go on the one that we just went on earlier?
Yeah.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
I want to go on that one.
I dropped my gloves out there. Thankfully, Chloe and Grandpa Gary spotted them. Eyes up the trail at all times. You never know when you'll encounter another rider coming the other direction. After getting stuck in the brush trying to avoid the other riders, Chloe jumped into action to rescue Grandpa. A quick exchange of trail pleasantries and we were on our way. Here Chloe took a few moments to bask in the young pines, letting Grandpa get far enough away she could race towards him. This quick ride with Grandpa Gary and Chloe took about 30 minutes, and we traveled nearly 6 miles. It is about 5 o'clock. We got maybe 30 minutes of daylight left. There's Chloe geared up. We convinced Lindsay to come out for a ride. We're gonna take Kelly's Pond Trail towards the 208 trailhead. But we're not going that far. We're just gonna do Kelly's Pond Trail to 1375, and then we're gonna turn around and come back. The same ride we've done. We're gonna go do it again with Mommy. Excited to go ride with Mommy? Me too.
I get to
Here we go.
fast.
All right, let's roll. Hey, go as fast as you want, but you don't have a light on you. So pay attention up the trail, don't look down. Watch the trail ahead of you. If you get ahead of me and Mommy to where you can't see us, stop and wait. You're gonna be leading, but I'm gonna tell Mommy not to try to keep up with you because you're faster. She's gonna be leading, but you don't have to try to keep up with her. She'll stop and wait. The beautiful light and shadows of dusk made for a very pleasant ride. Got a little too close there. Lindsay roosted me. Played a little cat and mouse game with Chloe here before letting Lindsay back in the middle. Chloe loved to lead through this whoop-de-doo section, letting her machine stretch its legs a little bit as she got it pinned. You like the whoops? They're fun? Dead arm?
Dead thumb.
Your thummy did? Alright, we're racing daylight.
I'm gonna follow you. Some of the thicker sections of wood seemed darker as the sun faded. Another 6-mile ride, another 30 minutes. We were back at camp. We got back to camp to find a nice fire roasting. Brandon had some burgers on the grill, and everybody was relaxing. I'll go first. You go now.
You made it. I see it. I see it. You made it.
Next morning was leaving day. We had some coffee, a quick breakfast before loading up.
After we packed up, folded up the camper, said goodbye to our site, we jumped on the road to head back home. Back at home, no camping trip is complete until you clean up. Thanks for watching Rogue Adventures. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more adventures.